The Young Storytellers. Introducing Jeremy LoPez, Natalie Robinson, Brian Hernandez, Brooke Gilmore, Zoe Jimenez, Alfredo Hernandez, NICOLAS LOPEZ, Chris Martinez, Juan Benitez, sorry Juan, and Maria Palayo. Very good.
To defend and to defend only. Evolution. With a goal, rather a dream, they are here to defend and defend only. Alright. Interior, Guillermo's house in Burbank, California at night. Rodeo, a male shadow who lives with his human alliance, Guillermo, is plotting a way to escape from the house. Guillermo is getting a soda from the kitchen and then goes to bed. Rodeo is skittering around the house, kind of like a rat jumping around different objects.
Wow. For 32 years, Guillermo's still not noticed me. Humans. And Climate still hasn't figured out where our reflection friends and I are. I wonder if he's planning anything. Well, if he is plotting anything, maybe I can take him down first, so he doesn't even have time to think about his plan. Yeah. Same thing happens if he tries to haunt any more humans.
Rodeo, who is thin since he's a shadow, then slides out of the house through the cracks in the front door. Exterior, in the driveway of Guillermo's house. When Rodeo goes outside, he meets up with his friends. Odis, a samurai ninja reflection who has the shape of a human body but looks like a reflection of everything around him. Celsius, a clumsy shadow. And Odorius, a shy reflection who likes to socialize only with his friends. Rodeo and Odis cross the street safely. Odorius is crossing the street and a red car comes out of nowhere. He realizes the car is there and he lies down on the ground and the car passes right over him. Celsius then decides to cross the street and the red car comes back in front of him and bumps him and Celsius goes flying across the street. The car speeds down the road and Rodeo helps Celsius up and takes him across the street.
Hey, are you okay, Celsius?
Yeah, I'm alright. Just clumsy old me.
Maybe we should call you Clumsiest.
The shadows and reflections then hear a huge thud and see red car parts flying everywhere.
Okay. I almost got hit by the car too, but you gotta admit, Rodeo, Celsius would have gotten blown up if he would have flown that far across the street.
I have a feeling it was a ghost. One of Climac's minions driving that car.
Interior, pizza place. Next morning. On the TV in the pizza place, the news is on, and Rodeo and his friends see a lot of sheets laying around and a wrecked up 1999 red Camry.
We better get on the move or take a vacation, because if the ghosts find any evidence of us, we're doomed, and we might blow up. We don't want to end up like Climac's minion last night.
Maybe it really wasn't Climus who caused the explosion. Maybe one of Climus's minions just had many burritos last night. And maybe that's what caused it.
Rodeo and Celsius just fall on the floor and laugh.
I don't think there's any reflection or shadow who can crack a joke like that.
The news on the TV says that they found evidence of shadows and reflections at the scene of the explosion, and Rodeo happened to overhear.
We better get a move on it. Otherwise, we're going to be in the next explosion. And no, we We didn't eat any burritos here at the pizza place, so I don't mean that kind of explosion.
Exterior outside of the place, afternoon. Rodeo and his friends start walking towards home when suddenly they see a ghost. Rodeo and his crew shiver to change their forms into scales as armor, and they learn that the ghost is Climax, the big bad boss of all ghosts, who is the biggest and tallest ghost of all time. Climax is made of a huge white sheet, which is made of 84 million threads.
Get ready to take Climax down. And no, don't use any burrito explosions.
Even Climax tried to smirk at that.
Yes, I'm laughing for two reasons. One, because of that funny burrito joke. Two, because it's time for your extinction.
There's a huge showdown in the middle of the street between Climax and Rodeo's crew, and all that can be seen is trees falling down and bushes being ripped apart and cats and dogs roaming the street and smoke everywhere.
I'm gonna leave this joint.
Rodeo and his crew cannot see Climax because of all the smoke, but Climax can see them because ghosts can see through anything. Climax escapes the smoke and gets away. When the smoke is clearing, Rodeo notices Climax is gone.
We've got to find him and his minions before they haunt every house in the entire city of Burbank.
Exterior on Victory Boulevard. Same afternoon, starting to get dark. Climax and his minions are planning an attack to haunt all the houses on Victory Boulevard. They see Rodeo and his crew arrive, so all the ghosts hide, and each group of his ghosts starts to release a toxic spray. Rodeo's crew splits up, and each one starts to experience their own problem.
Oh man, I feel really, really dizzy. Oh man, I can't see. I'm feeling really, really unstable.
Rodeo realizes that he's slowly shrinking.
Odorius, Celsius, Otis. Oh,
Rodeo all of a sudden stops shrinking.
where are you, Rodeo?
Rodeo and his friends try to meet up, but they can't because of their problems. Rodeo is too small, and the ghost will definitely catch him. Odysseus' head hurts so much that he can barely stand. Odorius can't see, and Celsius can't stand on the ground without wobbling. All of a sudden, the minions start losing their toxic spray.
Oh man, we're running out of toxic spray! We can make for ourselves!
Since there's no more toxic spray stopping them, Rodeo's crew summons their strength and gets ready to take on the ghosts. They all start looking for Climax. Climax suddenly shows up, and Rodeo's crew starts bumping into each minion, trying to get to Climax. When each minion gets bumped into, they fall down and fall apart and are then defeated. There's a huge showdown between Climax and Rodeo and his crew. Rodeo and his crew start bumping into Climax, and he won't fall down. They keep on bumping into him, and he finally falls down.
I shall avenge myself.
Rodeo steps on Climax's stomach, and then Climax falls apart and is defeated.
I am Rodeo, and I send this message. If there is a new generation of ghosts, reflections, and shadows, do not bother the humans. New generations of reflections and shadows. I think you guys should try the burritos.
The end.
I should have had you do that for Randy.
You know what? My phone is dying.
Oh,
Yeah, I was thinking if I would have known about it, I would have came prepared.
yeah.